Several tales in the 1001 Nights use the self-fulfilling prophecy as a special form of literary prolepsis to foreshadow what is going to happen. This literary device dates back to the story of Krishna in ancient Sanskrit literature, and Oedipus or the death of Heracles in the plays of Sophocles. A variation of this device is the self-fulfilling dream, which can be found in Arabic literature, or the dreams of Joseph and his conflicts with his brothers in the Hebrew Bible. A notable example is The Ruined Man Who Became Rich Again Through a Dream, in which a man is told in his dream to leave his native city of Baghdad and travel to Cairo, where he will discover the whereabouts of some hidden treasure. The man travels there and experiences misfortune, ending up in jail, where he tells his dream to a police officer. The officer mocks the idea of foreboding dreams and tells the protagonist that he himself had a dream about a house with a courtyard and fountain in Baghdad where treasure is buried under the fountain. The man recognizes the place as his own house and, after he is released from jail, he returns home and digs up the treasure. In other words, the foreboding dream not only predicted the future, but the dream was the cause of its prediction coming true. A variant of this story later appears in English folklore as The Peddler of Swaffham and Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. Jorge Luis Borges' collection of short stories A Universal History of Infamy featured his translation of this particular story into Spanish as The Story of the Two Dreamers. The Tale of Atav depicts another variation of the self-fulfilling prophecy, whereby Harun al-Rashid consults his library, the House of Wisdom, reads a random book, falls to laughing and weeping and dismisses the faithful vizier Ja'far ibn Yahya from sight. Ja'far, disturbed and upset, flees Baghdad and plunges into a series of adventures in Damascus, involving Atav and the woman whom Atav eventually marries. After returning to Baghdad, Ja'far reads the same book that caused Harun to laugh and weep, and discovers that it describes his own adventures with Atav. In other words, it was Harun's reading of the book that provoked the adventures described in the book to take place. This is an early example of reverse causation. Near the end of the tale, Atav is given a death sentence for a crime he did not commit, but Harun, knowing the truth from what he has read in the book, prevents this and has Atav released from prison. In the 12th century, this tale was translated into Latin by Petrus Alfonsi and included in his Disciplina Clericalis, alongside the Sinbad story cycle. In the 14th century, a version of The Tale of Atav also appears in the Gesta Romanorum and Giovanni Boccaccio's The Decameron.